Final instructions there from Roy to Toby. They touch gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is underway. Your Domination 25 main event live at Perth Convention Entertainment Centre. Toby, the weaponsmith, taking on George Mann.
So it's a 5-round fight, and both guys just starting the first round off, just feeling out stages, getting timing and distance right.
I don't think people can fully grasp George Mann. I don't think people can fully grasp just the things that Toby Smith has done in this sport already at the young age of 28. George Mann with a nice knee.
And what you've also got to remember, Mitch, is George has not lost in Australia for quite some time. I believe the last time George actually lost in Australia was around, I want to say 2015, somewhere around there, against Mann. Since then, he's been unstoppable in this country. Does Toby the weaponsmith have the answer, or will George reign supreme?
And we're talking when George Mann was a teenager.
Absolutely.
He is now a man looking to become the man against Toby the weaponsmith.
Oh, a beautiful spinning back elbow there from Toby.
He says that there's nothing to me. George Mann walking straight through it.
He says it's nothing, but he definitely felt it.
As we know, the universal rule in fighting, if you smile, I got you.
Yep.
See a bit of a red mark at the body of George Mann. Toby Smith is cut.
I told you it wouldn't be a fight if Toby wasn't cut.
Toby Smith has to get cut in every fight. Push kick drops Toby Smith. So calm, George Mann. That reach, that height, very tricky to deal with for Toby. He's got the guard up, catches the front kick.
Because George is so tall, it's really no problem for him to teep the face.
It is, and it's that feeling out process for Toby as well, how to manage with the height and the length and the reach.
Folks, if you're watching at home and you've never seen Toby fight before, don't worry about that he's got a bit of blood. He bleeds in all his fights. It charges him up, so I'd be worried if he wasn't bleeding.
So most people get a sweat going, he gets a bit of bleeding going.
Yeah, exactly. There's George just with that teep again, just that timing.
Controlling the distance at that height, 6'4", he's able to keep Toby at bay and dictate when he wants to enter. Push kick again.
You know, this isn't new to Toby though. Toby fought Jakub Benko twice, and Jakub's the same height, or if not taller than George, so you know he's used to fighting tall people.
Toby Smith has this air about him where he's just locked and loaded, and he's planning what he wants to fire.
But then again, like I was talking about, there's that supreme timing that George has with his teeps and his knees.
End of round one.
End of round one as George Mann heads to the corner.
You can see the Riddlers crowd, they're liking what they see. They're getting quite animated.
Toby Smith's corner, just assessing that cut.
George almost looks like he's bored, just waiting for the
Seconds
round
out.
to hurry up.
He's got this air about him, George.
Set for round two.
He's
so
very calm and relaxed, yeah. He is.
Toby Smith, George Mann, round two. Oh, again, to the face. That team finding a home. Over the top from Toby Smith. Caught on the guard of Toby Smith. That's a trip there.
Just a trip.
Toby Smith spent a bit of time out of the cage before this fight.
There we go. This is where Toby wants to be, in the clinch.
Nice little there from Toby himself, right back.
There we go. That's Toby wants to get in on the clinch.
As you said, a master in the clinch. So he hits a couple of knees from Mann.
George doing very well to nullify it so far.
Now Toby Smith actually weighing heavier at the weigh-in, 77.9 kilograms, 77.6 for George Mann for their 78 kilogram weight limit.
I can tell you both boys definitely aren't 78 kilograms right now.
Oh, he catches that. Kick straight to the elbow. It's body ripped by Toby Smith. Knee again by Mann. That long jab. Toby Smith with a spinning back fist. George Mann shakes it off. Toby Toby Smith trying to make something happen. So quick with that tip.
Oh,
Step in,
beautiful
elbow.
there.
Toby Smith catches it. Such a tricky puzzle, George Mann.
He
that
is.
Height and that length. He got a bit of an eye poke with the toe.
Got a bit of a toe poke in the eye there.
I guess that's the same thing. Deep again. Over the top, elbow over the top.
There we go.
Toby Smith firing back with his own elbow.
George having a very good round here. Comes in with an elbow.
Toby Smith getting a bit of it.
Toby doing what he does best though, just walking forward, stalking,
Toby
stalking.
Smith catches the leg. Feel him getting slightly frustrated. Bit of a tie up. Official Bill Seth breaks the action. Welcomes it back into the middle of the ring.
Oh, a team to the face.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Another teep to the face. He just gets it so easy because he's so tall. No problems to get that teep up.
That nose could very well and truly be broken. Eventually, if he eats a few more of these. Toby Smith pushing the action. Good aggression from the weapon. Eats a knee but catches it on the gloves. A push kick to the face. Good spinning back fist.
End of round 2.
Another good round there to George.
Round 2 in the books, you would have to say. It's probably 2 rounds to none. George Mann heading into the third of this main event of Domination 25.
Seconds out.
But regardless, we're going to see if it's going to come into effect. Toby the Weapon
Ready
Smith.
for round 3.
George Mann, round 3, main event, Domination 25. Toby Smith right at it with a right hand. Good way to start. Tell you what, that advice is starting.
And this is where Toby starts to really pick up the pace. You see that?
That is what you want to see. Toby Smith coming out.
This is what Toby is known for.
It's third round. He knows he's got to put some pressure, some scoreboard pressure into the rounds. Beautiful right hand by Toby, evading the teep. He's coming in with that nice high guard, so he's not getting caught with the elbows. Really swinging. Toby Smith just getting on the inside. He can't maneuver and just steamroll in. They call him the weapon for no reason. He's got a lot in his artillery. Good takedown, I tell you what.
They almost flapped out of the
Toby
ring
Smith,
there.
there's an MMA career waiting for you soon. That is a great takedown. Going for the spinning back fist. Toby Smith trying to make something happen. Tell you what, the aggression is putting George Mann on the back foot. The back foot means he can't rely on that teep too much with Toby Smith pushing forward. Bit of a tie-up clinch. It's George Mann working the knees inside.
George Mann has Toby in the corner, reining in the knees.
He's eating a lot of those to the body.
Oh, Toby turns him, but George really doing a good job here.
Toby Smith almost eating a couple of knees, waiting for that counter. Cut above the nose. Toby Smith catching the high kick from George Mann. Lead elbow straight through. Beautiful body rip. Toby Smith, it was a bit of a slip, but to see Toby Smith get that momentum, looks like he's got a bit of confidence. We're seeing George Mann hit the deck. Over the top of the left hand, right hand lands on George Mann, followed up by an elbow, but George Mann turning it around.
And you see how George has got Toby's back there? That will score.
Those knees to the back.
Yep, giving up your back or getting someone's back, that's showing dominance.
Toby Smith.
There you go. George is full of confidence now.
Pushing forward.
Toby almost got that knee up to George.
It's so hard.
George's face.
It's high, beautiful elbow. That's hard. George Mann has cut Toby Smith. Poor George Mann. They are big shots. Big elbows. They are trading knees, but George Mann is eating elbows. Once again, another takedown.
I'll tell you what, I haven't seen Toby handled like this in the clinch for quite some time.
He is so big, George Mann, so imposing. But Toby Smith is definitely starting to figure out how to do this as the teep is caught. He throws the right hand, Bill Seth stepping in to try and separate. Coming forward, Toby Smith. Stalking him down, he can see blood.
Oh, he's coming with a spinning fist.
Spinning back fist, he is throwing that with bad intentions. Left hook, George Mann fires back with a body kick.
And Toby only knows one way, and that's forward.
Toby.
George doing an excellent job of keeping his game plan, fighting on the back foot.
Now this,
a much better round for Toby.
this is a fight. Domination 25 main event. Toby Smith is back.
I'll tell you what, George Mann and his corner, his team, they've definitely done their homework on Toby.
Seconds out.
Absolutely not. It's all business inside, then afterwards probably go and have a
Ready for round 4.
George Mann hailing to the crowd. Toby Smith meeting him in the middle of the ring. Bill Seth saying action continue. 1-2 by Toby Smith, starting it out strong. Nice little short elbow.
And Toby's just going to keep walking and stalking.
Toby Smith's doing well with that high guard. Elbows over the top, 3 consecutive. Finding George Mann's chin.
See, if Toby can keep it like this is where Toby wants to keep it. George, on the other hand, he just wants to try and, keep his game plan, nullify the attacks, keep Toby at bay.
Toby Smith's got this high guard as he comes in as well. He knows that elbow's coming in every single time. He's coming over the top.
Yep, and that's also to protect his left eye. As you can see, he's a bit of a mouse over there.
Yeah, he's feeling a bit of that. Beautiful left hook, nice body kick by Mann. Oh, body rip. George Mann took all of that. He's trying to initiate the grapple.
Big looping knees from George. Toby comes back with one of his own, but
big
George looking
knees.
dominant there in the clinch.
Very big scoring knees.
Beautiful body kick there
Yeah,
by
beautiful spinning back elbow
there by Toby.
Cashing on the arms. George Mann's on his bike.
George just using the ring nicely.
His cut. Oh, as he falls to the ground. Toby Smith. The George Mann cut has opened up again.
You can hear Toby's corner telling him to stay on him.
He's got to keep that pressure, Toby Smith. As he eats a front kick. Good check by Toby Smith. Coming forward. The weapon. George Mann is on the back foot.
Oh!
Back elbow. Oh, front kick again. Toby Smith, every time he feels that front kick, he puts the pressure on. Because if he stays at distance, he knows he's going to eat those. Oh, he eats a head kick.
Yeah. Very good ring awareness there by George.
The man just circling out well. Toby Smith staying on top of it though. Elbow over the top.
Toby trying to muscle and bully George.
Tell you what, it's working.
It is, but George is doing a very good job of holding on and nullifying his attack as well.
Oh, beautiful evasion.
That was a nice evasion followed by a cheeky little kick there at the end.
Just over 30 seconds remaining. Round number 4. Knees are plenty by George Mann. 25 seconds left in the round. Toby Smith's got to put the pressure on. He knows he does. Body rip over the top of the left.
These two just locking in and
initiating the clinch to the knees to the body as George Mann turns it around again. The strength. As he can throw those knees in. They're both trading knees.
Beautiful exchanges with knees here in the clinch. But Toby gives George his back. And George capitalises, and that's the end of round 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, end of a round
to go.
As the great Brett Bonetti said, 1 round to go in this main event of Domination 25.
As they go in for the
This is the 5th and final round.
There you have it, guys. This is what we absolutely live for. Domination 25 main event. George Mann, Toby the Weapon Smith. 5th and final round. It could all come down to this round right now. Toby Smith pushing the action. Good knee by George Mann. As you said, great ring awareness by George Mann as he throws the left kick. Toby Smith swinging. Left and right.
Oh, beautiful little cheeky elbow there from George.
Elbow over the top.
Locks him up in the clinch and comes in with some nice solid knees to the body there. Toby walking forward, George just countering beautifully.
Nice kick caught.
Look at Toby swinging for the fences.
Toby is swinging with absolute reckless abandon. Trying to take George Mann's head off.
Oh,
beautiful
spinning back fist.
That spinning back fist almost caught him with the elbow. Walking forward, the weapon. George Mann sizing it up, trying to keep the space. Nice little jab there. Keep Toby Smith at bay. Beautiful kick.
George just countering nicely, being evasive.
Lead elbow. Nice knee from George Mann. Really keeping the distance from Toby Smith. Nice jab over the top. Haven't seen too many of those. Toby Smith.
Toby, tell him to come on, stop running away and fight.
Let's fight. Toby, the weapon, Smith.
Come on, George.
Let's do this. George Mann, will he bite? Will he bite and fight?
George not taking the bait.
Very, very smart. Very great fight IQ by George Mann. Toby Smith trying to goad him into an absolute bloodbath. Just over a minute to go. Final round. Domination 25 main event. Both these boys gone cracking on.
Toby just stalking forward. George playing a smart game, playing his game, just racking up the points. George obviously thinks he's done enough to win the fight.
Toby Smith is coming forward.
Toby getting
Beautiful
frustrated.
spinning back fist by Toby Smith. Great defense by George Mann. Toby Smith pushing forward. 40 seconds. Nice little 1-2 to the body. Eating a jab. He comes over the top. Over the top again. Ripping to the body. Toby Smith.
Toby looking to make it a dogfight. George not wanting to have any part of it.
He's got just over 20 seconds to make something happen. Toby Smith pushing hard. Over the top. Right hand. Left hand.
And they're just swinging for the fences here.
Eating another jab for his troubles. 10 seconds left in this main event. Right by again by Toby Smith. And that'll do it.
That's it.
5 rounds done and dusted. Domination 25. Main event, Toby the Weapon Smith, George Mann. What a fight.
Absolute cracker of a fight between these
back.
two gentlemen.
Toby Smith, George Mann. Just might be that. To be the man, you got to beat the man, and I don't know if Toby Smith did. We're going to head to the judges to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, an amazing fight. Give it up again for both fighters. Amazing. After 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for their decision. Judge number 1 scores about 49-47, Mann. Judge number 2 scores about 48-47, Smith. Judge number 3 scores about 50-46 for your winner by split decision. The blue corner, George Mann.
Yeah, I think that was a good decision, the right decision.
It was indeed.
And a big congratulations to George Mann. He is now the man in Australian Muay Thai at 78 kilos.